drifting into your living room here on my YouTube page. And if you enjoyed that video you just saw, that was a little collab between Eric, my partner, and I, and he is an excellent video editor, and we've been exploring, and he's been documenting that, and then I've been going in and putting in some cool music. So look for more of those. There's a little link down in the info to let you know where you can go to check out those videos, and definitely go follow Mad Gambit. He's pretty cool if you ask me. And hey, I'm trying out a new type of streaming here, so if there's like something wonky going on, don't hesitate to hit those comments and let me know so we can make this the best experience possible. But as with any live stream, it's just never as good as the real thing. So here we are, 1 year anniversary of my canceled Driftin' In series, which used to take place at the White Eagle in Portland here every second Saturday. And so here we are, the second Saturday of March, and well, I've played a few live shows in person, but the majority of it is still a bit of a ways off. So hey, you know, we're just gonna make the most of it, and you'll see there's a little option to tip me here at the bottom right-hand side, my right-hand side of the screen, and then you can check out my website on the left hand of the screen. 20% of all tips today will go to Portland's Street Roots program, which is a super cool local newspaper that is written and sold and all together put together by houseless folks in Portland. It's a really cool situation, and it helps out a lot of people. So, without further ado, let's get started. And by the way, it seems like some folks are doing it already, but don't hesitate to say hello in the comment section, and requests are welcome. Or if you just want to say hi or give me a book recommendation, all good. Well, I thought we would just, start it off with a classic. It's what I start every set off with because it just is a great note to start on. So this is Wrong Turn at the Mad Sun.
Took her on
So we do have a lag. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix this on the fly. The audio comes first. Is that true? Or the video comes first? We'll figure it out together. I'm gonna keep talking into this microphone while I do it, because I really appreciate everybody being here. Hello, Caitlin, and Brandon, Janet, and Lydia. Jess, what's up? Trisha? Oh, no lag now. We're good now? This is why we need to have live music back in person, because we just can't figure it out. Us musicians are not meant to be doing so many technical things, I don't think. Although I enjoy it. I'm not going to complain. We'll see if this gets better. And if it doesn't, well, then don't even look at me and just turn off the video. We want live music back for sure. And hello to my cousin Heather, who is here, and my Bibbe cousin Jasper, and my not so Bibbe cousins Dax and Jaden, if they're listening. Well, let's just see if we can rock through this, huh? Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I should have been tuning while I was yapping at you. Flapping my trap and not even doing my job. This is what happens when you don't put a musician on a stage for a long time. However, this is a good time to let you know that I do have some summer shows coming up. Hi, Dad. Dan the Garden Man. That's my dad. Hi, Haley Lynn. Girl, I wish you were singing back up on all this stuff. Let's get together and sing soon. Please. Please. Hope and wish and praying. Oh, go check out, if you want to come catch me this summer, I'm playing all around Oregon and maybe further. We'll see how it all goes. But if you go to my website, I have all my tour dates up there. And yes, live music is coming back, and it may be in an outdoor setting, but that's kind of my jam, so no complaints here. You'll see this big glaring thing behind me. That's my very bright window because the sun is out today, and I am not one to shut out that sunshine. Say that 3 times fast. This is called Leo's Song. Even when there's so much space in between the present and the time of you and me, well, it's no wonder how you still slip through. It's just that you are the melody of a song we used to sing. Since you went away, love only goes one way for me, and that's away from me, and that's okay with me, 'cause you see, sometimes the pain, it can sound so sweet, like the melody of a song we used to sing, the sweet melody of a song we used to sing. Each time I pass by a place we used to drink, did you ever order coffee instead of a tea? And then think of me across from you in the patio breeze and the melody of a song we used to sing, the sweet melody of a song we used to sing. Oh yeah, ooh, thank you. I'm assuming you're all clapping at home, so. How's it sounding? Are we getting synced up? Are we in sync, or are we Backstreet Boys? Or are we Britney Spears? That says, "Sip me, baby," one more time. Wow. Don't drop your beer on your computer, Ronnie. Getting the okay sign. Oh, man. Just a number of things that I probably wouldn't do if there were actually people in front of me and not just comments. This is a glimpse into the mind of a mad woman. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for being here. I know some of you are in the Portland area at least, and it is one fine looking day out there. So I'm going to be getting outside later. And once again, if you check into the comments area, there's a bunch of info on stuff about me and whatever. And also today, 20% of my tips are going to Street Roots, and that is going to be donated in honor of Breonna Taylor. And we all know that story unless you've been living under a rock, in which case I think I'm jealous of you if you've been living under a rock for the last year. But today's a really big day because it's the anniversary of her very unnecessary death. So I wanted to do something that would donate back to my community personally, but also touch on what she used to do for her community as a first responder. And Street Roots is one of the organizations that helped pilot the street response team here in Portland, which sends mental health professionals to mental health crises rather than cops. So it's a win-win for everybody because then the cops can do what they need to do, and the street response team can take care of folks who need care. So I'm not going to get up on my soapbox too long today, but definitely please go check out the comments. There's some action items. Maybe if you aren't in a position to donate today, there are other things that you can do to make this country safer. So without further ado, let's get on back into the music, please. It's called The Sound. Okay. False start. slept outside instead. Don't wanna sleep where you slept, where the other bodies crept, and all knew what to expect. Everyone except for me. Thank you. I'm noticing there may have been a slight miscommunication here in our comments section, and it's just a friendly reminder that, especially in the written word, your intent, it doesn't always have the impact, and so it's always nice to give each other the benefit of the doubt. And thank you for letting me know that the lag is still there. And it is true, it's just a live stream, so hey, we gotta just let it roll off our shoulders sometimes. But we can all get along, I'm certain, especially since one of the people commenting is a teenager. So, enjoy yourselves. If it sounds shitty, it's my fault, not yours. But it doesn't sound shitty. And, I do have some new music to play today, so I think I should get some new songs out here. What do you think? I thought those were like little waving hands, but I think that might be applause, in which case, why, thank you. Uh-oh, are we losing a little bit of, did y'all lose me for a second? I think we're back. Cannot wait to not live stream live music for you people. I want to go into a club. I want to get hot and sweaty among a lot of people, a lot of vaccinated people, and I want to hang out. I want to go to a punk show. I want to go to an EDM show. I want to go to I want to go to a lot of shows. Now, I'm going to fudge it. This one is not as new as the other ones that that I'm going to play today, but this one I actually wrote right at the very, very beginning when everything locked down, I would say. Excuse me. Probably less than a month after everything locked down, and in fact, I played it at another virtual Driftin and it's changed since then, but the feeling hasn't. And just to give you a little bit of background on the inspiration for this one, it was like right at the beginning of lockdown, and we live on a super busy main drag that's like there's always traffic, always. There's always people out there. There's a 7-Eleven across the street. There's always like yahoos out on our street. It's loud. And so it was, like 5 p.m. on a Wednesday evening, and the sun was going down, and it was just silent outside. I would normally be rush hour, but it felt like Sunday morning, you know, like the Sunday morning after 4th of July when everybody's like sleeping in, you know, it just was so eerie and empty. But in the same way, it was like peaceful and sort of nice, maybe because I just am irritated by the traffic all the time on my street. But anyway, so it's kind of gone through some iterations since then. And so this is called One Foot in Front of the Other. Sit and watch the setting sun from our window. Between the trees, a gentle glow and the wind blows. And days they weave in and out of dreams, and it stirs me. It always feels like the beginning of the end of the world. Only way to know. Gotta put one foot out in front of the other. Empty streets, the turning leaves, a floating feather. A songbird sings a quiet theme for a lone endeavor. And I don't have a master plan for when it's all over. Let's promise now we'll both get out and enjoy the weather. The only way to go. Gotta put one foot out in front of the other. Time, can't tell you how much I wish that I was wrong. Oh well, I knew there'd be consequences, but I didn't think they would last this long. Only way to know. Gotta put one foot out in front of the other. Only way to know. Gotta put one foot out in front of the other. Only way to know. Gotta put one foot out in front of the other. There you go. A lullaby, almost. Ooh. Now, okay, I'm going to ask this sensitive question again. How's the lag doing? Also, I see the word farts in the comments, and I actually have a segue for that. So we'll circle back once someone lets me know, like, are we better with the lag? Are we all over it and we're not going to talk about it anymore? Like, this is a democracy. Let me know. Thank you. No lag. Hell yeah. Well, if it's good enough for you, Lydia, then it's good enough for me. I'm glad you like that one, Dad. I like that one too. I tried to do something a lot different with it the first time. It didn't feel completely like right the way it was when I first wrote it, and then I set it down for a while, and then I came back to it, and here we are. #1 fans. Jess, I'm sorry it's lagging, but you know what? We'll work with it. Farts. So sadly, my dog died a month or so ago, my dog Marty, and I was sort of in the middle of writing a song when that happened, and it wasn't entirely unexpected, but it was like, oh, okay, that happened. He was old, he's a good boy. So super sad, but you know, as a songwriter, sadness is sort of that's like the solid gold of inspiration. So I started writing a song about what it felt like to sort of naturally float away from somebody or something, and like just what goes through your head when you kind of wish you had one more moment, and sort of the acceptance that comes along with it. So this is called Driftwood. And this is for my dog Marty.
Washing up from shore to shore, well, my vessel sank on a voyage long ago. I don't know that life anymore. I don't know where I'm going next. I don't know where I'm going next. I don't know where I'm going next, but I won't fight the current. Beneath the surface, water drowns the outside out, and what's inside is safe to hide as long as my lungs will allow. Sometimes I see you out there on the horizon, but when I pick up the pace so I can touch your face, you are gone. You were just a mirage. I don't know where I'm going next. I don't know where I'm going next. I don't know where I'm going next, but I won't fight the current. I don't know where I'm going next. I don't know where I'm
Thank you. That's for Marty, and for really just anyone who you miss. And just to lift the mood a little bit, because I forgot to mention it, but Marty had a fart problem, and so we called him Marty Fart Butt, hence the farts joke. But here's my current creature. Oh! Clementine, you want to sing a song? You want to sing? Say hi. Oh, you want to do a purse? Everybody say hi to Clementine. Goodbye. Get out of here. She won't leave now. She's cute, but she's annoying. Eric agrees. Clam! Yes, Clementine. Clementine. She's a butt. Speaking of butts, she doesn't have a tail, so sometimes her front and her back look very similar. Oh, Clam. Maybe she'll be back towards the end here. But I've got more new music to play. I'm super excited. I was asked to be a part of a project called She's Speaking, and it is a collection of all women songwriters writing songs about women who inspire them. And I was super inspired by a lot of what you see behind me, which is books. I leaned the wrong way. That's a bookshelf behind me. And so I basically went, when I was asked to do this project, I went through all of the books that are by women who inspire me, not necessarily just like feminist authors, although those folks were included. But I just stole words from them and then put them in the song. I wouldn't consider this plagiarizing because it's not. I'm not a crook. But it is inspired by all of these words from these women. It's sort of like a songwriting exercise where you just kind of take jargon and kind of rearrange them on a page to make it your own. And I thought that there's a lot of DNA in those words that I wanted to put into this song, and I sort of imagined it being the imagery of a city where we all fit in, and that's something that I think we're working towards, and we've come a long way. And so I wanted to celebrate that. So this song is called City of Persistence, and it goes like so. I'm gonna turn this reverb down just a smidge. Whoop, there we go.
Metropolis for all of us, city of persistence, built on a pink collar resistance by all the ones before us who knocked down locked doors for us, following a blueprint of a monumental movement. Yeah, everybody listens when she's speaking. Everybody wonders what she'll do. She is queen-sized, she is worldwide, trailblazing her way in a sensible shoe, and you can too. You can too. You can too. You can too. You can see it in the sidewalks, downtown and all around. These used to be roadblocks, till one by one she came and burned them down. She built us an empire, and everyone is welcome to this
City of Persistence, built on a pink collar resistance. And I can't say I wasn't slightly inspired by rewatching 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton recently. But go check out my YouTube page. Also a sick Mad Gambit collab. Eric and I worked on this together to make a really, really cool video for it that I am super duper proud of. And it will be featured on the She Speaking page soon, but I do have it up for watching purposes already on my YouTube, so go check it out. It's called City of Persistence. And while you're at it, go check out Mad Gambit, because he's got some cool stuff too. All right, I've got one more new song here, and then I'll close it out with just a couple of old RC favorites. But this is actually where I segue into Book Corner. I've got 2 books to suggest to you today after I tune my guitar. And one of them is what inspired this song. In fact, it's called How to Write One Song. It's actually behind me here. Jeff Tweedy from Wilco. Thanks for the good Christmas gift, Mom. And this is basically the prompt was write down 10 verbs about a subject, any subject, and then write down 10 nouns of things that you literally see right in front of you, and then kind of play like a anti-word match the words that don't normally match. And here's the book. And so that's where this song comes from. I was sitting in my living room, and we had just watched a show about sex, and I had just done yoga, and so this is what came out of it. Oh boy. Something is afoot. It was my fingers. Anyway, so this song is not really about sex or yoga, just FYI. It's just where the basis came from. And it's just funny where you can find inspiration for things. You know, the last 2 songs ago was about my dog, so it comes from everywhere. But so this is called I Will Not Rest, and it goes like this. Fold into my record collection, warm air breathing from a vent. Trace the waterlogged tiles, stocking up on my focus. Hope balances in a letter on a hutch, out from behind the ease of a screen. Stretching an empty bottle of whiskey, hoping soon the doorknob shakes and I hear your keys. It's too much to hold on to, with no outlet, until I know where I stand. I will not rest. Heavy breathing under the weight. I'm a naked open book, feelings mount up on the ceiling, and under this cloth we're off the hook. It's too much to hold on to, with no outlet, till I know where I stand. I will not rest. It's too much to hold on to,
love where I stand. I will not rest. I will not rest. Thank you. Yes, Jess was one of the first ones to actually hear that song before anybody else, when it was still in its infancy. And oddly, it really has not changed that much in the last month. So thanks for letting me use you as a soundboard, Jess. My time here is kind of coming up, I think. I don't want to take up too much of your afternoon, and hell, I've got a Breonna Taylor vigil to attend tonight, and I hope at least a little bit you'll give some thought to her today and her family, because it's definitely a tough day when it's the 1-year anniversary of anyone's death. So check out my comments, or excuse me, my details section below. There are action items if you're interested in learning more about what we can do to stop this from happening in the future. There's also information about Street Roots, which is super cool, a local organization that I'm donating 20% of the tips that I received tonight to them. And they help houseless people get up and running, and they write the paper, they sell the paper themselves, they get to keep the profits, and they get to get themselves back up on their feet, and I think that's pretty damn awesome. There's info down there. Go check out the City of Persistence video and all of the Mad Gambit collabs. More to come for sure. And I'm just going to close it out here with a couple of RC favorites. And maybe not the ones you were expecting or hoping for, but hey man, we got to play some live shows here soon, huh? Here's a love song. Tongue-tied on your name. My heart beats so hard, I'm sure that it might break. There is something I would say if I were brave. It's that sometimes you take my breath away. I think I didn't take a breath that whole song. Oh my goodness. Tiny song. All right, folks. I think we're winding down here, and it was hard to choose between these two songs, but I think if I'm gonna close it out, I might as well go with a big bang. And I hope I get to see all of you guys sometime soon. I really appreciate you being here. Please do consider tipping. I have also
been somewhat affected by this pandemic as I can't play live shows, and you probably have heard many people lamenting that March 13th of 2020 was when all live music venues went dark, and that was just a really scary thing to think that some of our venues are still dark now. And let's close it out, and then we'll see about an encore. We'll see. But I know what you all want. So, hey, cheers to you. Hope you have a lovely day. Thanks so much for being here. This is called Entitled. was fun. Oh man, thank you all so much for joining me today. I know that there's many things that you could do with your Saturday afternoon, but I appreciate that you are sharing it with me. Please, 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 if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube page, go comment on some of the videos or give them a thumbs up. It really does help me in ways that I don't even want to algorithmically explain to you, nor are you interested in hearing those dirty details. But it's just like a really super awesome way to support any artist is by going and liking their stuff, sharing it. And hopefully this will be the last virtual Driftin' In, and I'll be back at McMenamins at some point, but the future of that is as uncertain as it ever has been, so we'll see. But in the meantime, check out my website. I've got tour dates up there, and I will be playing some outdoor shows this summer for sure, and I'm certain I will be adding more and more and more. And until then, I think this is gonna be the end of the road for me. I really appreciate that everybody tuned in, and if I can make it work correctly, I'm gonna just send this on out with the same video that I brought us in with, which is the cool video of the Painted Hills in Oregon and the Blue Basin, which was super sick. So I hope to see you all soon, and thanks so much for listening. You all rock.